Information digest for the second day of the Fantasy on Ice 2023 show in Makuhari today. Yuzuru Hanyu was very excited today, doing the same usual appearance routine that he usually does before the start of his roles at competitions. In the opener, he did a beautiful quadruple toe loop with a leg swing after. After the jump, he actively threw up his right arm with a clenched fist. Yuzuru Hanyu's volley was very fast today. The seal moment was repeated, the audience could almost hear the meow. Yuzuru Hanyu high-fived Arakawa again with both hands. In his personal if number, Yuzuru expressed his emotions more intensely today. The audience felt his anguish and pain. Leaving backstage, Yuzuru Hanyu took off his jacket, the audience was ecstatic and shouted like crazy. In the finale of the show, Yuzuru Hanyu did a hydroblade with both hands on the ice, then kissed the ice, as he does in Spring, Come. Yuzuru Hanyu also performed a quadruple toe plus triple axel plus triple toe, or Ritruger, combination. After Yuzuru Hanyu landed a triple axel, he turned around on the ice, as he lost his balance a bit on landing. He paid attention to the audience on each side of the rink. The audience actively sang the chorus of the final song and repeated the choreographed movements with their hands. David Wilson also joined the participants of the show for a general photo shoot. During it, Yuzuru Hanyu stood in the center of the last row, next to Javier Fernandez. Before that, Tanaka-san, the photographer, tried to take a picture of Yuzuru Hanyu from the ice, but he took the snow off the blades of his skates and threw it at him. Yuzuru Hanyu is mischievous today. The director of Yuzuru Hanyu's solo show The Gift Mikiko Sensei was among the audience today. Yuzuru Hanyu gave a little comment. In figure skating, I strive for unique performances that only Yuzuru Hanyu can show. And from now on, day after day, I will put in the effort and keep trying. Yuzuru Hanyu is a star. Well, earthquakes are scary. Better without them. Good luck Fantasia. May all be well. Yuzuru Hanyu is awesome. Free and confident. Confident that he is loved. How to wait until Sunday to see Yuzuru Hanyu's opening, closing and performance in all its glory. How he fell in twine at the end. And the lights went out. How did the photographers manage to photograph him so quickly? The performances that are inherent to Yuzuru Hanyu. These are performances that evoke emotions and delight the audience. This is a combination of elements that only he performs. This is beauty, lightness, grace and perfection of movements, and it is also the joy of seeing him happy to be on the ice, bathed in love and attention of fans, with all eyes fixed on him, happy to show what he has been working on in training and happy to be surrounded by spectators. Thank you Yuzuru Hanyu for these performances. Yes. Yuzuru Hanyu was on fire today. I wonder what kind of mood he will be in tomorrow. I hope he's in a great mood, and will rock out again in spite of the live broadcast. If it's just an explosion, fire, unbridled outburst of emotion. Twine at the end, and with such a swing, just wow. I can't wait for tomorrow. God, what a beautiful, easy quad, with a long soft exit. Aesthetics in its purest form, balm for the soul. Yesterday he didn't want a quad, but Yuzuru Hanyu wouldn't be Yuzuru Hanyu if he didn't beat him. Hanyu Yuzuru, it's just not usually possible together. But precisely because I'm an athlete, working hard, challenging high loads and my limits, there's also artistry. There's also what I can express, my music, my feelings, my story. And the fact that these two sides come together is what makes figure skating interesting. On a recent program, Tanaka-san said, Yuzuru Hanyu often doesn't wear gloves at ice shows because it's hard to see his hands in the dark. Is that true? Hanyu Yuzuru, that's how it is. I am attentive to the fact that it is difficult to see the hands in the dark and so I don't wear gloves. As a matter of fact, they are. Only from a long time ago on hydroblade, in a billman or ring rotation, I cut my hands, so taking that into consideration, not without gloves, I wear flesh-colored mesh gloves. So there you have it, I see. Thank you very much. Yuzuru Hanyu, thank you very much. Two-time Olympic champion Sochi 14 and Pyeongchang 18, who turned pro, Hanyu Yuzuru held an open training session at Sendai rink called Share Practice on August 10. After learning that his baseball teammate Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Angels had reached double-digit wins and home runs for the first time in 104 years, Hanyu congratulated him. He entered the rink at 12:31 p.m. Hanyu took a new step forward as a professional figure skater. He also attempted the difficult fourth axel element. Unsuccessful and frustrated, he worked hard on the ice for about an hour. I have to do a program that everyone can see. Plus, in my case, I'm obligated to give a performance a notch higher than the competitive ones. The big news came during open practice. Shohei Ohtani, born, like Hanyu, in 1994, became the first athlete in 104 years to hit double-digit wins and home runs. As athletes, both Hanyu and Ohtani have suffered multiple injuries in the past. He's done something unbelievable that's impossible these days. I think he's had a lot of anxiety about Tommy John surgery on his right elbow in 2018. It took a tremendous amount of effort to get to that level, fighting desperation, building his base and trying to prevent a relapse. I think he's come this way at an unimaginable mental cost. Hanyu-san became a two-time Olympic men's singles figure skating champion for the first time in 66 years. To challenge a record at a completely different level at the time is an extraordinary thing. I have an affinity for continuing to face new things, whether it's observing Ohtani-san's dual style, as a pitcher and slugger, or my own skating. I want to continue to pursue such beliefs. Hanyu Yuzuru will continue to show the world on the ice that only he can. Message from Miyakawa. Today's post by Taisei Miyakawa, the artist who performed at the Fantasy on Ice show last year. As a reminder, Yuzuru Hanyu performed his program Raison to Miyakawa's song. Taisei. Congratulations on the opening of Fa-Oi. Thank you for so many invaluable, dreamlike experiences last year. I wish you a successful finish line this year as well. Speaking of which, one day when I was shooting a video for my new song in Tochigi, I came across an incredible souvenir. As soon as I found it, I jumped on the spot. Of course, I bought it right away. The souvenir Miyakawa bought is a local sweet in Tochigi Prefecture. It is made from Miya Yuzu. Miya Yuzu is a variety of yuzu fruit grown in Tochigi and grows in the cold, so it has a thick crust and strong flavor. The first character is also the first character of the Miyakawa surname.